Hello, my smiling faces. So I'm watching the Weirdo 101 OST from C and Keen. I'm just watching this or like reacting to it because my friend was telling me that I reminded her of a Together OST. So I'm curious to see like what song I end up thinking it might sound like because she didn't really tell me which one. She just said it reminded her of the OSTs in that. So yeah, I am curious to see also like what the MV is gonna look like because I don't think I even watched like the head-to-head one either. I obviously have heard the songs from that series in the show, and then obviously we heard like a snippet of this one in the trailer for the series. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and watch, y'all. Oh, it just kind of already. Are they gonna be at a party? It's like the guitar in the background that's like the Together like vibe. I kind of like the fish islands that it's giving a little bit. Oh, they met in the middle of the dance floor. Cute. See Keith's face. Well, you know, it also reminds me of it reminds me a little bit of Gowan's OST with what's it called? With I don't remember like oh, pretty fine. Oh, with Chris from their series that they did. It kind of reminds me of the OST from that. The oh, just you. Just do that one. I think it's like it might be you. I think is what the OST is called. It reminds me of that a little bit. Stop. Oh my god, we all know where that was gonna end. He was gonna like leaning in to give him a kiss on the cheek. Okay, but yeah, it reminds me of that a little bit. I think more so of like the melody from like the lyrics and the actual guitar. As for the guitar sound, I think that's what's making it sound like a Together OST. But I don't think it's necessarily like the one of the OSTs from the series because obviously most of them are scrub songs and it doesn't sound like a scrub song. And I guess I can hear a little bit of like Bright's gukan like in it a little bit, but no, you know what I think it sounds like? The guitar. It sounds like the like BGM that they would use like in passing like scenes of like something like is about to happen in between like moments in the series of Together. I think there's like a guitar sound of it like that. And if I can find it, I will try to like let me see if I can find it really quickly because it's been a minute. Even though I'm just finished currently, like I just finished rewatching the show, so but I'm pretty sure. Okay, I found the background of it. It's from like episode 1 of Together, according to the playlist that I found that has like clips of the background music that they used in it. And I don't think it's necessarily like the like whole song. I think it's just like the beginning of it where it's like the guitar, but it also again it reminds me a lot of I think Might Be You by Gowan and Chris. It's like OST from that series that they did together. But if you listen to this one, it sounds a little bit like this, similar to this. Not a lot, but like a little bit, like the guitar vibe of it. Because if you like listen to this too, like a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, but that kind of like solved my curiosity though, because she was saying it sounds like a Together OST, and I'm like, okay, not Scrub in my opinion, but maybe like the BGM that they use in between transitions, like in between like scenes of like or like during moments. So I think it reminds me of that. But overall, I did like the song. It's a little bit. I think it kind of again it reminds me of like the Chris and Gowan's like OST from their series when they did a series, the one and only series that they did together, right? It reminds me a little bit of that vibe. But then we get to see a little bit of how C has kind of grown as like a vocal, because I feel like we don't get to see him sing often, or we have from like OSTs, right? But like he's definitely gotten a lot better than from when he first started. And obviously we already know that Keen like is a singer, like he's in Clover, so like that's nothing. There's nothing like to be like, oh my god, like expected, unless he like does like a high note or something like that maybe in the future. But like I like how they sound together. I like the chemistry between them and the like concept of it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of how the ending of Only Boo, where they have like a party in that episode at the end, right? It kind of reminds me a little bit of like that kind of vibe. But it's nice to see them kind of sing together, like the main OST, because that's usually what they do. But just to see like how much they've grown, because this is like what their like 4th series together at this point. So we got to see a little bit of them like have become a little bit more sweet, kind of like very much like dependent and very closer with each other. And I think just like the whole concept of it basically being like them at a party and then meeting in the middle of this dance floor, but it's kind of giving a little bit of like the like kind of like Cinderella moment for C in this case, because like if we're thinking about it based on like his character, because his character doesn't in the new trailer he's like actually popular or whatever, but he's still like quote unquote like the nerd, like smart, like school type, whereas here like he looks a lot more like, I think they were still fangirling over like how handsome he was in the like new trailer too, but you know, kind of getting to see like a little bit of a twist in that, and them kind of like being more cutesy, I guess, here than it is in like the series, because the series it's kind of giving a little bit more of the, obviously like C's character is like chasing after Keen's character, but Keen's character kind of doesn't like have any interest in him, and he's kind of like you know what I mean. So it's kind of interesting like to see like the difference of how like the opening or like the like concept of like the song compared to like the trailer, and like what the series are, what we're gonna get between their dynamic. But overall, again, it was a really cute song. It reminds me a lot of those two like songs from the what I was telling you right now, and then also what my friend was explaining to me. But I liked it. It was really cute. I'm excited to see like what other like OSTs they end up getting for like solo wise, and I wonder like if they would do, cause I don't know if like, I don't think Clover does like OSTs yet. I would love to hear like a group OST kind of in a way for this show, but because we do, I think Achi is in this. No, I think Achi or Ang Pao is in this too, right? I think Achi and Ang Pao are both in this, so like maybe we probably could get one. I would love to hear that, to be honest. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you in the next one.